Hello and welcome. Well, take 143. Hope you are having a wonderful day. In this video, telling about 5th grade science key concept and learning resources. So before I start my video, written by Victoria Edgood. 5th grade science exploration plays a crucial role in reinforcing key concepts your child needs to master before moving on to middle school. In 5th grade, students tackle a variety of science activities from hands-on experiments to research programs. 5th grade science typically covers topics like ecosystems, the human body, physical science, and earth science. This subject areas build on what they are already learned while challenging them to apply scientific principles and think scientifically. To support their science learning, you can provide your child with reliable science resources that make these new topics accessible and engaging. Reliable websites, science textbooks, and interactive online tools can be invaluable. Knowing where to find accurate information and resources help your child learn science at home with confidence. This sets them up for success both inside and outside the classroom. This guide will explore strategies, resources, and tips for helping fifth graders excel in science. Let's dive in. Understanding fifth grade science. Fifth grade science learning builds on what your child learned in earlier grades. The key here is to reinforcing and expanding main concepts that form a foundation for more advanced topics. Fifth grade students are beginning to understand scientific methods, experiment, and develop observational skills. Revisiting topics from various grades such as basic biology, earth science, and simple physics principle helps solidify their understanding and expand and deepen what they know. Doing science at home can help your child concept these concepts by drawing connections between old and new topics. Your child will improve their analytical skills and ability to think critically about scientific questions. Parents and educators each play an essential role in a fifth grader's science journey. Parents can support learning at home by providing an environment for science exploration and encouraging curiosity thought. Everyday science experiences. This might mean observing nature, doing children's science projects, or conducting simple home science experiments for kids. Teachers provide structured support, ensuring that students grasp complex topics and get additional help where needed. If teachers assign fifth grade science homework, it will help in reinforce the concepts being learned in the classroom. By working together, each one of these rules can help foster a well-rounded fifth grade science education. Essential science topics for fifth graders. In fifth grade, science students will explore many topics that build their science knowledge. Here are the main ones: life sciences, animal diversity and adaptation. Explore the wide variety of animals on Earth, focusing on their physical and behavioral adaptations that allow them to survive in different environments. Learn how inherited traits and genetic variations contribute or to survival in engaging conditions, emphasizing the interaction of these traits with environmental factors. Understand how energy is in film animals, food, and in organates from the sun and is transferred throughout ecosystems, cycles of life, and biomes. Understand the flow of energy is ecosystems thought food webs, highlighting the role of producers, consumers, and decomposers. Study the interdependence of living things within different biomes and how climate impacts life cycle, ecosystems, and biodiversity. Investigate the movement of matter and energy thought plants, animals demonstrated, and the environment, including critical role of demonstrated in recycled materials. Earth and space sciences, land forms, rock and soil. Investigate the process that shape Earth's surface, including weathering, insulation, position, and interactions between the geosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. Study the formation and classification of rocks and their relationship to the Rock cycle explores soil types, how soil is formed and its importance to plant growth and ecosystems. Energy resources and the solar system. Learn about renewable and non-renewable energy resources and how human activities impact the environment and earth systems. Explore the solar system, including the sun, planets, moons, and other astrological objects, emphasizing the patterns of motion, gravitational interactions, and Earth dependence on solar energy. Study the Earth's rotation and revolution, focusing on their effects on day per night cycles and seasonal changes. Describe and graph the distribution of water in various regions or Earth, understanding its importance for life and ecosystem. Physical sciences, energy and its transfer. Understand different forms of energy and how energy is transferred and conserved. Explore how energy from the sun drives a process on Earth and how energy transforms from one form to another in daily life. Use models to describe the conservation and flow of energy thought systems. Forces and motion. Study how balanced and unbalanced forces affect the motion of objects. Investigate the effects of gravity and friction on objects in motion, supporting arguments with evidence, waves and information. Explore how light and sound travel in waves and interact with different materials. Understand how models describe wave behavior and the role of wave-based technologies in communication systems. Engineering and problem solving. Engineering design. Define simple design problems that reflect needs or wants, including criteria for success and contrasts on materials, time or cost. Generate and compare multiple solutions to problems, considering how well each meets the defined criteria and constraints. Plan and conduct investigations to best solution, identify failure points and improve designs. To connect these science concepts to common cause, students, teachers should emphasize the following skills. English language arts integration. Reading, analyze and interpret scientific text and diagrams to understand concepts like ecosystems, landforms or energy. Writing, write detailed reports summarizing investigations, including observations, data and conclusions. Speaking and listening, present scientific findings and arguments in discussion or oral presentations. Math integration. Measurement and data, collect and analyze data from experiments such as tracking temperature changes or energy use using charts and graphs. Patterns and problem solving. Solve problems using patterns in data such as energy cycles or weather trends. Engaging and educational resources. To engage fifth graders in science resources like interactive tools, reading comprehension activities and virtual labs can provide fun ways to practice the concepts that they need to know. Reading comprehension exercises that tie in scientific themes are effective educational resources. They allow your child to practice literacy skills while learning about science topics relevant to their grade level. Interactive science tools and activities that take learning beyond traditional worksheets. They offer hand-on experiences that make concepts more concrete. Virtual labs and simulations are excellent tools for fifth grade learners. They allow your child to explore processes like rock formation or the solar system right from home. Though these tools are online, they often require the player to follow the same important safety guidelines. The world flow in real life. This translates into responsible experimentation in the classroom. Tips for enhancing learning at home. When your child is exploring science at home, one of the best things you can do for them is creating an effective study environment. Setting up a dedicated organized space with minimal distractions will help your child stay focused and feel comfortable during study time. Try to set a specific time for study or completing third, uh, fifth grade science homework. Encourage your child to use active learning strategies like note taking or discussing concepts loud. Utilizing digital platforms and tools brings an extra layer of engagement to learning science at home. Websites and apps that offer simulations, additional games and video lessons can make challenging science topics fun. Encouraging scientific curiosity is just as important. Prompting students to ask questions, conduct small experiments, or look deeper into the topics they find integrating fosters a love for discovery. You can also support your child by joining in one science related activities. Some ideas to try are going on nature box strategy or conducting science experiments for kids. Prodigy science. We have existing news for fifth graders. Prodigy is launching a new science subject, adding a whole new algorithm to explore thought fun gameplay. This new adventure will bring science concepts to life with questions, colorful visuals, and interactive elements designed to make science learning fun and engaging. Students will be able to learn about human biology, animals, physics, and other key science ideas. Thought the use of adaptive learning techniques. The science algorithm will guide students' thought materials at their own pace. The algorithm will be hard at work in the background, adapting questions to their level and offering hints and feedback to reinforce key concepts. This new addition not only encourages students to explore science algorithm but also supports their understanding with real-time insights for parents and teachers. Get ready to explore, discover, and master science concepts like never before. Additional support and resources. Helping fifth graders success in science is much easier when they are connected to effective supports and resources. Many families find community resources that can support science learning. Local libraries, nature centers, and science museums often offer workshops or events tailored to elementary students. It's worth exploring online platforms like Pedagogy Science that specialize in fifth grade science, as they often aligned with school curriculum and offer interactive options. You also might use educational websites that prove free curriculum aligned activities with and study guides. By using these tools, your child will build their confidence in science, can be ready to take any science assignment that comes their way. Your go to list of the most fun and attractive teaching strategies techniques that will benefit your classroom in 2024. This resource will help teachers craft helpful teachers and extra being set a specific time for study or complementary grades network. Learning how to block games, administrators, educators, parents, support case studies, blog research overviews. And this is scientific effective educational resources. Your allow level grade their go to relevant topics. Science about learning will skill literacy practice to child. When it comes to scientific text diagrams and understand concept for ecosystem evaluation and data observation, including investigations, summarizing reports, detailed written, or changes temperature tracking as such experiments from data analyze and collect data measurements. This is also communication in technology based wave of role and behavior describe models and understanding. This is also features describe for pedagogy science. Ready to add more science into your child's day, check out Pedagogy Science today. Get started with Pedagogy Science today. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.